see a bet anyway.
But Hansen looks like he's giving up on this pot already.
10,000.
And sure enough, he throws it away.
Pass.
Very passive play from two very aggressive players.
Yeah, I think that they've both been kind of hit a little bit. Patrick Antonius down an awful lot of money in this game, and Gus Hansen can't seem to get anything to work for him right now.
Take a look at a new leaderboard here. Phil Ivey crushing the competition. He's up $537,000. Nice day for John Juanda. He joined the fray late, but he's up $77,000. Of course, David Benjamin down $100,000. It's been a roller coaster ride. But of course, as you mentioned, Patrick Antonius, he's down an awful lot.
Welcome back to the FullTiltPoker.net $1 Million Cash Game. It is the largest cash game to be televised anywhere in Europe, so we'll hand you straight back to your commentators, Gary Jones and David Tuckman.
Button in front of our big winner so far, Phil Ivey. But we still have poker to be played.
12 strike.
Phil Ivey with a mound of chips in front of him. He's got over 1.3 million chips in front of him.
Pass. Call.
The blinds at the moment 300, 600 with an overstraddle of 1200. David Benjamin calling the 1200 with his 9-jack. And the button belonging to Phil Ivey and the hand of Ace-Jack. And he's going to raise it up.
Yeah, just when you thought Phil Ivey was done for the night, he comes out and bites you.
Pass. Call.
But Benjamin is going to call this. And we'll see it heads up between two superstars.
8, 10, 4. Check.
Well, 3 hearts out there. A 9-jack with the jack of hearts for David Benjamin. It's a pretty big flop for him. And a good turn too.
Yeah, it went check, check there. Benjamin, he flops an open-ended straight draw with the only heart. And now he turns the flush.
He might bet, hoping to get a call from Phil with a king.
Is there any way Ivey loses any money on this one?
Check.
Only if he goes check, check and a queen comes.
Check.
Well, hardly a queen. But now there's a flush on the board. Could Ivey call hoping for a chop?
Well, we all know that David Benjamin can make the bluff here. And a 10,000 bet might make Phil call, hoping to get 7,500 back.
Well, I've seen a lot of good play today, and I've seen a lot of bad play today.
Okay. A little 5 times deal.
Very, very impressive.
What's your nice pick? There you have it. Don't matter. I did. It's only 5,000 you stole from me, that's all. Not that bad.
Counts for me at that point.
Huh?
It's start a count right now.
Button in front of Gus Hansen. Action on Mike the Mouth Mattisau. And Mike the Mouth has stopped straddling here. He's up $130,000 and he seems content with that.
Well, it's not a bad day at the office, 130,000.
I'd take it. Benjamin, though, is down 100,000. And he's going to keep mixing it up.
And here comes Howard.
And it's official, the professor is back. It is official.
Well, the professor's been studying.
Can I have it?
Pass.
Gus throws it away.
Pass.
Anyone wanting to take on the professor in this spot? Yep, he's got himself a customer in the shape of David Benjamin. 6, 7 of clubs for him.
9, 4, 9. Check.
Well, nothing there for either player. That Lederer is still ahead.
Yeah, he's just going for the trophy.
Whichever player shows more aggression, though, might win this pot. Pot is $8,000 nearly. Mike the Mouth talking to the 22-year-old internet sensation.
play shorthanded always. It has to be ringing in a good lineup.
3005.
He should play 36 to shorthand.
Cool.
I sent him video.
Howard Lederer wins the pot. Takes Benjamin to school. Get it?
Yeah, I woke up with a big hand finally. Yeah, taking like 4 or 5 hands. I was wondering where it was.
Action on the professor.
How often have I turned you down?
Howard Lederer not going to play that first position.
Was it like one
And we do have a
ever? One time?
straddled pot here. Tom Dwan.
I just want to learn.
Gus Hansen got to raise it up with the ace rag.
Not many times, but you have.
And Patrick Antonius.
We normally don't remember those things.
Doesn't like giving up his button, that much is certain. 10 jack for him.
Cool.
And he calls. That's not really what Gus wants to see when you've raised it up with such a marginal hand. John Joanda with a difficult hand to play out of position.
I had to quit because I couldn't take the props. That was too high.
He's up 70,000. I don't think he wants to get involved with that kind of hand right now.
That was the highest prop game of all time, by the way. You know that, right? I don't know.
And Dwan's going to toss in his chips. He's got the suited 8-4.
We were playing, me and him were playing head up step, and we were doing
All around the table, props.
10, 9,
3
4.
extra hands. We were playing first
Well,
three,
it's
second
top
three,
pair
last three, and
for
around
Patrick
the table.
Antonius.
Check.
And
Not
of
a lot
course,
for Gus.
of course, John Joanda, you wonder if he's regretting not calling. He had the queen jack, would have been open-ended with the overcards. Pot is $18,500. Action over to Patrick Antonius.
I ran out of money almost.
12,000.
Don't you understand?
He bets 2/3 of the pot.
You know, razor blade.
$12,000 bet. Pot is now $30,500. Action over to Tom Dwan.
It's like Phil. He's really not a poker player. It's just all a hustle.
He's got one of those kind of hands that if he calls to try and spike something, Tom, here, he catches the ace-8, he could be up against a straight. But it could just be a button steal. He's seen it before, so he's going to peel one off.
Cool.
Is there 10 and
And he decides to call.
This is one of those times where he's either looking for running hearts or a 4, huh?
Exactly. Here's the turn.
There's one of the hearts.
Gives him a straight draw as well. If he was involved before, he's going to be involved with that.
Tom Dwan can catch a 7, a heart, a 4, or obviously, as we see, an 8. But he might not like the 8.
Not as much.
Well, you can see the pot is $42,500. And I don't think he's going to sit around there. He's going to bet right into Patrick.
I'm an old man.
Of course, the danger with this bet is Patrick Antonius
34-7.
could think he's in front and re-raise. It'd be very, very brave, of course, with that kind of a board.
Of course, the 6 does complete one of the straight draws.
34-7.
Pot is now $77,000. And it's about $35,000 to Antonius. How do you play this if you're in Antonius' spot?
I think I just call. Both players have got $500,000 at the start of this pot. I don't want to escalate it too much. I've got position, I've got the button, I've got what I think right now is the best hand. I can call off a bet on the river if nothing scary comes. That's my play.
$125,000 total.
Well, it looks like Patrick Antonius has decided his 10 is good. He's put the pressure back on Tom Dwan.
As he's re-raised here. He's put in $125,000. And Tom Dwan probably regretting that bet right about now. And it's about $90,000 more to Dwan. He's got a straight draw, a flush draw, and a pair. He's a 3-2 dog.
We've already seen today that Tom Dwan does have the heart of a lion. He could push and rely on the fact that he's got out if he's wrong.
He was down over $300,000 before. He's worked his way back. Does he really want to risk all these chips now? What a tough decision for the internet phenom. $202,000. $90,000 to call for Tom Dwan. What's going through Tom Dwan's head right now?
Am I going to get my odds if I catch?